So the three main topics we're talking about today: Joaquin Phoenix reportedly offered $50 million for Joker 2 and 3.
What?
Yeah. The new season 2 for the Mandalorian trailer got released today or a couple days ago. That's interesting.
I don't want to know anything about it.
Man. All right. And a PlayStation 5 showcase was today. When you guys watch this, it'll probably be a day after, but that's big news right there. That's the three things we're going to get into later today. Episode 14 of the Nerd Network podcast. Thank you everyone for watching and listening. I'm your host as always, Marcy. Here with Julian and Blake and a special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Brandon Williams, owner of Esports Bar KC.
Esports Bar KC. Awesome.
We do tournaments from Fortnite to Apex to traditional Madden, NBA 2K. We've done some real cool things with Halo. Of course, Call of Duty. Little kid birthday parties, bachelor parties. I mean, that was A to Z right there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Your business looked pretty cool, man. I see the pictures online and stuff. How'd you get started with doing that?
Man, I'm a lifelong gamer, lifelong avid sports enthusiast. I mean, you put two and two together. I tell people the story that started it was playing Madden. We all in the season, we all put $50-$100 in or something like that. Draft our teams, figure out. We run through a season 2 weeks like crazy, 3 games a day, and I was always mediocre, a little bit above average. I never won, but this particular time I had a real good team, and those damn Chiefs were playing, man. So I'm not a bandwagon fan. I've been with the Chiefs, but Dante Hall, man, shout out to my guy Dante, man. He came through.
X Factor.
And it was the game, I forget who he was going against, but he scored 2 touchdowns, 2 run backs. Missed the first one. And then, of course, we all on in the party, and they like, oh, he's going to do it again. He's doing it. I'm like, who going to do this? Dante. So forget that I'm playing in a playoff game, hit the input, and I see him just do the joystick thing. And I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, Dante, boy, I told you, Chiefs. And they in the party laughing by this time, like, man, you stupid. I'm like, what you mean, boy, Chiefs? And I forget I hit the input. Dude got the ball back, then kicked the onside kick. He kneeling the ball. And I was just, it all just correlates to say if I just had 2 TVs stacked on top of one another, I wouldn't miss nothing.
For sure.
And so, after probably about 2 or 3 years, I put it together, and now we're here. So I opened up 2017 in November, so we just about at 3 years now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome. So does this cater to all ages?
Yeah, all ages, man. As long as you know A is the shoot and X is the pass or whatever game it is. I mean, yeah, you can, I mean, we do set standards and guidelines for 9 p.m. You have to be 21 and older because we do serve a lot of booze as well.
You guys have food there too or no?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. What kind of food you guys got there?
We got a food truck.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's adapted to. So we're famous for our smoke wings. We do smoke wings, fried wings, jambalaya, nacho, loaded fries. Man, don't get me going, man. It's
I'm
Sounds
hungry.
like the place to be.
I know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But during COVID, we're only open like 2 days out the week right now, for the public, Thursdays and Sundays. Any other days they can be occupied if they wanted to rent the space out. We just don't want to be sitting there with tumbleweeds.
No, it makes sense.
You know what I mean? During
Yeah,
COVID.
Yeah. Got to be smart about it, especially out in these times. No, that's really cool, man. It's a cool thing you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that, at least in the Tri-City area. From Topeka, Lawrence, Kansas City.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's really cool. I mean, I don't want to say, do you have any other competition? But do you have anyone else doing what you're doing out that way?
You got a couple places, a couple bars that do stuff, but they're not console gaming.
Okay.
So you got the I won't say their names, but you got places that do arcade houses, and that's big. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
cool. You stuck in that nostalgia.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, arcade is just arcade when you're thinking about console, especially with the new ones that's getting ready to drop.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So I'm assuming you stay up to date. You know, you probably have like Xbox One,
Yeah.
PlayStation 4.
Well, you know what? I did a good deed and I rented out my PlayStation 4s
Okay,
for COVID.
nice.
I never got them back,
Uh-oh.
but I rented them out to a point to where if they kept them, it was okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
I knew the PlayStation were gonna go faster than the boxes,
Oh, yeah,
and I
for
knew
sure.
the new ones were coming. So it's just like when do you pick a time to get rid of them? I think I picked the best time to get rid of them. So, but shout out to that 5 that we about to embark on, that good journey.
Yes, we'll get into that. We'll
Yeah,
get into
man.
that. Julian Blake, do you have any questions for our guest right now? I know,
You-
sorry, I put you on the spot.
Yeah, no,
I'm so sorry.
I don't. I think you squared away as far as questions go. I just think that that's an awesome concept. I know that's something that we've talked about. How there's nothing like that around here.
We got franchising options open too.
He's like, who wants one? That's awesome. And that's something that I always scratch my head, man. Like, it seems like there should be a ton more of these things. But I know, just like any business, you got to do it the right way.
Right on.
And you've been open for 3 years. Everything that you just said, it sounds like you're doing it the right way. So it's something that I know I'm gonna make sure I check out here.
Appreciate you, man.
Soon. man.
Appreciate
So-
you. Be looking forward for y'all guys to come on out, man.
Absolutely.
No, definitely, man. So outside of like the gaming part of what you do, what would you say to someone that's not familiar with the gaming world besides the gaming part? Why should they come see your spot? Check it out.
Oh man, the probably the biggest thing that I don't really wear on my sleeve too much. I typically don't wear too much on my sleeve in general. That's why I say no big deal. But man, I haven't had any violence,
Oh, that's good.
no fighting,
Oh man, that's
no
awesome.
shooting.
Good.
Yeah.
Just it's just a carefree place to come. You know what I mean? I almost made it, in a sense, kind of corny for you to be having a problem in my establishment.
No, that's great.
It's just
man.
a vibe that people
Yeah.
gonna look at you like, come on, bro. You
Yeah.
know?
And that's what I feel that's kind of different with the gaming community or the nerd community. It's really not. I mean, it's competitive when you're playing games and stuff, but it doesn't get any more.
Except
than
for Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Shout out to my Smash Brother
Yeah.
players, but oh my
Yeah,
god!
they've had a rough time.
Come on, man.
Oh man, oh,
They the
that's
bad guys,
Man.
man. They the good guys, though. They just get the
Yeah.
bad stereotype, but they
Oh man,
they
that's
serious,
hilarious.
man. Them dudes are
Oh,
serious.
man.
I was gonna ask you, have you hosted any fighting game tournaments?
Yeah, we have done Mortal Kombat. We have done Smash Brothers. I'm more of a Killer Instinct type dude. Like, I go back a little farther
Yeah.
in my game plan. Only thing I really stay up to date with is COD and Madden.
Oh, for sure.
And I can play 2K. I'm just not that great at 2K. I stuck with NBA Live way too long. So when the transition, I missed it, and it was just like, oh, okay.
Man, last
Yeah.
basketball game I played was NBA Street Volume 2.
Hey,
Street was dope.
Yeah,
Man, it
Street
was.
Street
I'm
was
hoping
classic.
If we can get a remake of that one,
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, please.
that's a day one cop
Oh
right
my
there.
gosh. Did they make
Yeah.
a 3? I think they did make it a 3.
They did make
wasn't
a 3,
good.
but it wasn't as good as 2.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
2 was just
2 had
good.
that flavor, man.
It did. That soundtrack,
Yes. Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
No, it was
definitely.
good. No, that's good stuff. No, that's awesome here, man. That's great. Julian, did you want to talk any more about the fighting community, the gaming community?
Oh, like the fighting game community?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we get pretty competitive. We had a Smash Brothers tournament
Uh-huh.
here in town, and it went pretty good. It's just like having more venues like that.
Yeah.
I think really opens the door for more people to not only come out and, or how should I say, build up the fighting game community, but just people who are fans of the game. Anybody from amateurs to professionals, just that community, building that up. And I think places like yours definitely opens that doorway up. And like you said, having that atmosphere where it's just friendly competition,
Right.
no beef, that really shines a positive light on the gaming community in general.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Well, especially some of the things that have happened in the past. Especially, was it a year ago, 2 years ago, when they had that kid in Florida. I don't know if we
Oh.
want to speak on it too much, but it just gave it's alienated us. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
I had people when I was doing a Madden tournament, hey, dude, you guys got security? I had to hire security that
wow.
week. I mean, it just had got blown out of proportion. But, man,
Yeah.
I told him that was just a 1 in 1 million type. That's an anomaly, man. That doesn't happen
No,
in
for
our
sure.
community.
Yeah. And then I did see that you do some wrestling watch parties there too. How does that coincide? How does that melt together with those two different communities, but still in the same realm?
Well, I think by me having the core in there with the double TV layout.
Okay.
So I have over 37. I think I got 37 TVs in there,
Oh, nice.
Wow.
and I have actually, I don't know, maybe 14 of them double mounted. So that's 28 TVs to where the top part you can watch the game, download, you can play the game,
Okay.
and you watching a pay-per-view, and then you got WWE 20 playing too on the side. Or on one of my big Jumbotron TVs, I actually have monitorized 4 of them.
Oh wow.
So it's just one screen, and then I have another one that I got 6 on. It's just one screen, and usually I do that's where my Wii and my Switch is at. That way it can be interactive and fun.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But we'll put the game on those, and the kids, the adults, everybody else, they just having a blast. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome.
In between time.
No, that's really cool. Yeah. We're gonna switch over and go to our current news topics. We're gonna start off talking about Joaquin Phoenix being offered $50 million for Joker 2 and 3.
That's it.
$50 million for 2 movies? That's crazy.
That's insane money.
But they didn't have nobody else to give it to. Who was the other guy that rest in peace? What's his name?
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger.
He's the best.
I mean,
Joker.
they could give Jared Leto another shot.
Man, he got an unfair shot.
He did.
Yeah. Obviously, congrats to him. The first Joker movie, I think he killed it. It's one of my favorite iterations of it. I don't know if it's the best one, but I'll definitely sit down and watch the movie again. My question is, why is he thinking about going back and maybe doing another? Because I know when they finished shooting the first one, he was like, "This is it. Like, I'm only gonna do this once."
I think because you don't know what it's going to turn into. And then afterwards, after the movie came out and made all the money that it did, he was pretty quiet. He didn't say if he was obviously he asked if he was going to do multiple ones or not. He said, "Oh, I don't know," or he just stayed quiet.
I wonder. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if it was one of those things because everybody that movie had a bad connotation to it beforehand. People were looking like is this going to be glorifying this and that. I don't know. Maybe that was what was making him be like, I only want to do this once. But I'm interested to see where they take the story.
Yeah, especially pumping out 2 more movies.
I'm surprised that they said, okay, yeah, we want you for 2 more right off the bat, instead of saying let's do another one and see where that one goes.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, after watching it, I felt like it was good just with one movie.
Just like a one shot.
Yeah, just a one shot movie. Felt like the story was pretty complete there.
Hollywood wants to milk it.
Well, sure, and I think that's the problem.
Would it be a problem because
keep spurning out all these sequels?
I don't want to write it off right off the bat because they want to make it a trilogy. Why can't this be a good trilogy? Because I remember when this first one came out. The first one came out before it even actually came out. When it was going in production, people were shitting on it already.
Yeah.
Why are we getting another Joker movie?
Right.
Do a different villain. People are complaining about how it's not a different villain. We've seen the Joker too many times already. Let's move on. And it came out, and it was so good.
It was dope.
Yeah. So I don't want to speak too early and say, not 2 and 3.
I definitely don't want to. I don't want to say that. I think that if they keep it out of that giant, universe building scope.
Yes, this is separate from the DCEU.
Right, but I just mean even within itself, if it's really the Joker as a man and seeing what him turning into the Prince of Mischief and all these different things, if it's him working on the ground level, I think it could be really interesting to see where he goes. I think it'd be really interesting to see maybe other villains, because as much as Joker is a villain to Batman, he's also a villain to the other villains.
Right.
You know, he's
Oh,
very
yeah.
manipulative.
Yeah.
He's very, you know,
Very
he
true.
cons them all the time. He's
Yeah.
it could be a really cool story if they take their time and they do it the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, love to see him in a poker game with the rest of the villains.
Him
That'd
and
be
like
dope.
Penguin and
Yeah.
Two-Face all sitting around a table.
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be dope.
man. That'd be crazy. I just feel like the possibilities are endless. What they could do. Obviously, Joaquin Phoenix coming back to do that role again would be great. You know, we don't need to jump around and get multiple Jokers so fast. So that's why I do like him getting 2 or 3 movies. Because you know DC's just gonna milk that Joker Batman thing
Well, yeah, I mean,
forever. But this could be some consistency people were complaining about before, but now we're getting consistency if they're gonna make them for 2 or 3 movies.
yeah.
So that would help out big time. I forgot where my train of thought was gonna go. I'm sorry.
Deadpool, right?
No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I went to go take my kids to see Deadpool. I didn't know what
Oh.
Deadpool was
Oh.
about.
Oh, no.
But I still laughed my ass off. They did too.
no.
It was an accident, but
Oh,
it
no.
turned out all right, man.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That dude is vulgar.
Oh man.
That happens. I think I was probably too young to go see Spawn when it first came out.
I used to watch that on cable.
And yeah, it turned out all right. So they'll probably be all right.
With Joker 2 and Joker 3, do you guys, like I was saying, they're going to try to keep it separate from DCU.
Yeah.
Should it overlap or no?
I don't think it should. I
No?
don't think it should. I mean, all right, so we already know that they're planning on doing all this time travel, right? With
Yeah.
the Flash movie. They'll be introducing that, I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yep.
So I don't feel it's necessary to incorporate Joaquin Phoenix Joker. I think what made Joker 1 successful was it opened up a conversation about mental health.
Yeah.
And if it stuck with that and just been its own separate thing, even if they do 2 or 3 movies, I think it is good just in its own area, you know.
Yeah.
More of a, I don't even know what type of movie you would call it, but I would separate it from all the actiony stuff and make this one just
Or they could go the opposite, complete opposite, and go actiony now. Give us like each movie could be a different type of movie. I don't know.
That's interesting.
You know?
I think that I like where you're at with that. The thing is, the biggest thing for me would be to if they were to put it in with some of the other actiony type movies, I'd like to see less of Joaquin as the Joker and more of his influence in, you know, like I guess what I'm trying to say. So like some of them, like when you have a character that's that powerful, it's more interesting to see them move the chess pieces across the board as opposed to him needing to be on screen and doing those things. I really like when you see movies and there's like Easter eggs or things are happening, and that character not necessarily on screen. I'm probably not extrapolating this the way I have it in my mind, but I think it would be interesting for if the Flash is moving around in different timelines and things like that to see Easter eggs of the Joker, to see his fingerprint on things,
Right.
not necessarily seeing Joaquin.
Yeah, a card.
that'd
Yeah.
be
Joker
interesting.
card.
Yeah,
or-
or
Yeah.
'Cause we kind of got that at the end of Joker 1, right? With all the madness and the riots and stuff.
Right.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
to
like
see.
seeing that on the TV screen while like Batman and Superman are having a conversation, or while the Flash is doing detective work
That makes
or
sense.
something like that.
That'd
That'd
be
be
cool.
kind of neat.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
With Joker 2 and 3, Joker 2, do we need to pick up right where we left off from the first one, or does he need to be the Joker that we all know? And is he going to even be the real Joker? Because there's rumors that this Joaquin Phoenix's character isn't the real Joker yet.
DC needs to be careful
Yeah.
because this is it could very quickly, like what are those the Twizzlers that you can pull apart or
peel,
whatever?
peel,
Yeah,
peel.
this could go in 100 different directions. It could go bad, but I feel like if they keep the same director, his vision, I think will kind of keep things. I hope that they keep this version of the Joker grounded, because I think that's what made it so great. Was the other Jokers were Heath Ledger's Joker was extremely relatable, like you understood it, but you couldn't quite understand how he got to where he was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think he quite understood how he got to where he was. His story was different every time.
Yeah.
This Joker's really interesting because you got to see that maturation process. You got to see that growth. I don't think it needs to be the same movie every time.
Yeah.
But keep that version of realism the same.
Oh, agreed. No, totally. Yeah, no, I totally agree. For sure. Well, we won't know yet for a little while. They still got some time, obviously. I just don't want them to rush it.
Yeah,
And
that's the big thing.
I don't want them to rush it. And if they're going to do 2 and 3, obviously they can take their time with both these movies. I'm pretty sure they're going to film them back to back, which would be smart. But we got some time. We'll see what's going to happen.
How many million again was it?
50 million.
God.
Just be in it. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I didn't see this coming. So when he was doing that little autobiography thing he was shooting, like where he was quitting acting and becoming a rapper. I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
Yeah, he tripped out.
Yeah, to see him do that, and I'm gonna be honest, for like probably 2 years afterwards, I thought that was real. Like I didn't realize that it was a spoof that he did, because I remember watching it and be like, this man has lost his, like he pissed off David Letterman. Like I remember seeing him on David Letterman sticking his gum underneath the desk and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's pretty incredible. He's always been the kind of person that does his own thing. I'm happy for him. I'm happy to see him back, reprising the role.
No, it's gonna be great. The original Joker was between about $55 to $7 million to make, and the box office he made $1.074 billion. So
God.
Jesus.
That is straight.
Well, it looked like
cheese.
it adds up. It adds up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's easy money.
See why
Wow.
they're quick to be like 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Right. Come on with it.
That's cool. We'll see what happens in the future. DC, I feel like, is going in the right direction going forward. Hopefully, they can keep the course, and we'll see what happens in the next couple of years. All right. Next topic. Mandalorian Season 2 trailer got released. Who's seen it?
I have not seen it.
What?
I refuse to
refuse
see
to see
it.
it. Yep.
Refuse to see
I
it.
don't want no
What?
spoilers.
Man, I've been burnt. Look, movies now, they show you so much in the
Preach.
trailer.
This is a
Preach.
This is a TV show, though.
Oh,
This is a
man.
TV
Preach
show.
it. I already seen
And
Wonder
no-
Woman 1984 just from the trailers alone. I know everything that's about to happen.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's like I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything. Because they always seem to show you, that actor whose role you didn't know. You see that an actor signed up to be in the next season of Mandalorian. You don't know what role they're going to play, and then it's like 10 seconds in, wow, and it's just like, okay, well that kind of ruined that surprise. And so I'm taking it slow.
Oh, man.
I'm right there with you.
I'm telling you, the trailer doesn't show you too much. Doesn't. It does not. We see WWE superstar Sasha Banks is going to be in this.
Sasha.
She's supposedly going to be a Jedi.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
It is very interesting. They show her for a quick second, and then she's gone.
I did see the picture of her.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I'm trying to understand the timeline in this.
I was
though.
getting ready to say that gives a lot of information. If she is a Jedi, when does this all take place then?
Because they're talking on the trailer. They're talking about like they don't really know what a Jedi is. They don't even say the word Jedi ever.
right.
They just said that these old. I don't know what the term is that they use, but it's an old art form or an old religion
Okay.
type thing that they're saying. Old sorcery type stuff. I think they say the word sorcery.
Right.
So, are the Jedi's like far gone from this time period? And this is the thing I'm trying to
Doesn't
understand.
this take place during a certain? I don't. They're gonna kill me in the comments. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly when it's supposed to take place. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not an encyclopedia, but this takes place between a certain portion of the movies, doesn't it?
I
I think
thought
you're
it
right.
did.
I thought this
It
took
was
place
supposed
after
to.
Rogue One.
Okay.
Like,
So
right?
this is like
so this
early-ish.
This before or after Spaceballs?
Oh my gosh! I wish they do a crossover. That'd be
is
crazy.
dang.
Oh, that was my favorite. Hey, when I was growing up, I thought Spaceballs
Was Star Wars?
You thought that
was
was,
Star
you thought that
Wars.
was a real
I
thing.
swear on everything I did. I
I'm
swear.
not gonna lie. I
I
was
mean,
the same way.
yeah.
I was the same way.
I'm like, this is dope.
I was like, wait a minute. When did they get rings? I was like, that's cool. I want one. No, that was
Yeah.
really cool. But no, it's all the timeline's all messed, all weird. But then again, if it is that time period though, if it's after Rogue One, There is no more Jedi though.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes sense.
Obi-Wan and eventually Luke would be the only two.
Yeah. So it does make sense if it's in that.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that makes sense.
Be interesting.
But it's still,
Good
yeah.
for Sasha Banks though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good
shout
for
out to
her.
her.
I know.
Yeah.
That's a big role.
Heck yes. We'll see. Hopefully she's not in it just for one episode.
Yeah.
One thing that I do like about The Mandalorian is I always felt like in the movies the universe was too small. And they kind of did it a couple of times, I think, in the first season. But I mean, with the universe being as large as it is, there would be untold amount of planets that wouldn't have would have no idea what a Jedi is, or it would be a mythological type of thing. And I like that that the Mandalorian is kind of making, people in the dark about things. They don't have, a major 24-hour news network, going on, keeping them updated on stuff. So it's kind of neat that they're kind of playing it that way.
Yeah. This isn't a spoiler, but this is what happens in the trailer. I know you guys don't want to.
I'm going to probably see it eventually.
Okay. So the main mission now is to get Yoda back to the Jedi.
Whoa, Yoda?
Baby Yoda, sorry. We don't really know who he is yet. Or is it a she? We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Could be a she. But Baby Yoda, I don't know. Give this thing a name already.
Please.
Yeah, give it a name. I know we all sound stupid calling it Stupid Yoda, but it's a baby, whatever kind of alien he is, to get him back to the Jedi. That's what this is about. This second season's about.
Okay.
And that's going to be very interesting going forward. I wonder in future movies that will be a thing or not.
That'd be interesting, for it to cross over into the movies.
That'd be one of the no, it won't be one of the first times. I'm pretty sure Clone Wars, the cartoon,
Yeah.
had to do with the movies too.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Clone
The
Wars and
cartoons.
all those are canon. Those are
Yeah.
So
So I mean that'd be kind of cool. The live action to cross over.
yeah.
Who knows?
Well, in closing, I will say, I like the Bellagio and the Palazzo better than the Mandalay.
Nice. Go check out Las Vegas. Las Vegas is
Love
a ghost.
it.
Las Vegas is a ghost town, and right now with COVID.
It is.
Oh man,
It's heartbreaking, especially because they built that new stadium, Raiders Stadium.
Oh,
Yeah.
It looks like a spaceship, man. It looks so cool.
it looks like
Going
Luke
unused.
Skywalker's spaceship.
That's crazy.
It's dope though. Like it's a dope
it?
stadium. Yeah, it's dope.
State
Man.
of the art, right?
I saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be,
yeah.
right?
Like it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, and it's all black. Like
Yeah.
it's literally like they call it the black hole.
Black
like-
hole.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's. I couldn't. I was waiting for tickets to go on sale, but
Not this year, buddy.
nope.
Well, we're gonna go into our next topic of the evening. Speaking about tickets, you can pre-order the PS5 today, right now.
Boom.
But yeah, earlier today, this will be yesterday since you guys won't watch this till tomorrow, but which is be today. PS5 showcase was today or yesterday. Big news. PlayStation 5. Jillian,
Huge news.
I need you to speak about it right now.
Yep. So we've all been waiting. Microsoft released what day their console's coming out, as well as the price. So we were all in anticipation to find out what Sony was going to say about theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And to my surprise, I think Sony definitely wins. So their all digital console starts off at $399.
Yeah.
And then their disc drive one will be at $499. Is that right?
It's yeah.
I would
So-
rather have the digital.
Digital is the way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you the last time I bought a physical game
No.
that I could just download at home, So I don't know. I was really, what they showcased, they opened up their panel or whatever, their conference with Final Fantasy 16.
Crazy.
16
They
Final
always
Fantasies.
do Final Fantasy.
All right. I like Final Fantasy.
You like Final Fantasy?
I do like Final Fantasy. I like it a lot. I didn't like 15 as much.
It's
16
always the debut game
Oh, yeah.
from the station, though.
Yeah.
That's all I was
No, you're
saying.
right. You're right. Yeah,
it's
that's
always
their
the
thing. That's their
debut game.
mantra. If Microsoft has Halo,
Yep.
Sony got Final Fantasy.
Yep.
Or God of War. I don't know. Which they announced God of War 2.
That looks crazy.
Yes.
They didn't show
They didn't
anything,
show much. They
But
didn't
the
show
fact that
much.
it came up, the way they said,
Yeah.
we got one more announcement,
Mhm, mhm.
and they just showed the graphic,
Yep.
and I was like, oh wow,
Yep.
no, that was pretty interesting.
No, it was. I'm really hyped for it. I've always been a PlayStation guy myself, so this has been on my on my much to have list for quite a while now. But for the cost and everything, I think it can't be beat.
Yeah.
That's
So if
Spider-Man. Go ahead.
If it was the same price, which console?
I'd still probably pick Sony.
Okay.
Just they got all the games that I like. I feel like Sony has more exclusives than Microsoft does.
What if the games were the same? Which one is the better device?
He's
tough.
doing market research right now. He's trying to figure out.
I mean,
I'm getting both. I'm getting both.
getting both?
Yeah, I have to get both.
So
but
I had the original Xbox, that big fat thing, back in the day, and I liked it a lot. Halo was my game. But I don't know, for some reason I switched more to games like Final Fantasy and more of those RPG types, more of those Dark Souls. I don't know. I know that's on both consoles, but it first came out on PlayStation. And that's when I picked it up. And so I've always just kind of enjoyed those. Uncharted too, yeah. Uncharted, definitely a good game. Last of Us, I don't know if y'all played that.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I mean, we're talking about incredible, highly reviewed games, just AAA titles that have gone on to win numerous awards and stuff, the storytelling aspect.
I've never felt like I'm missing out owning a PlayStation. I've only had PlayStation. From the first one, like no analog, controller, PS1, like Crash Bandicoot, like Bomberman, like it's been PlayStation since the jump. Yeah. I've never felt like I'm missing out. Halo, especially when Halo was like at its height back in the day.
That PlayStation 3 was trash though. Let's keep it real.
I've never felt like I'm missing out.
The Deuce was nice.
PlayStation 2 was nice.
The Deuce was nice.
This will be, though, unpopular opinion, this will be the first console that I don't buy. No, I'm switching over to PC.
There you go.
I'm maybe
you're big dog.
Maybe
there
in a year or two, I might pick it up. My son plays. Is a big gamer. He's more on the Switch than anything. But yeah, I think I'm gonna switch. But as far as the drop of the two consoles, especially PlayStation, with it being today or yesterday for you guys, I mean it looks awesome.
Yeah,
like it's definitely next gen for sure.
I gotta support Sony. That's the only reason why I don't care about Microsoft. Suck it.
And since you mentioned you're gonna get into PC gaming, everything that Microsoft announced at their thing is going to be on PC.
Yeah.
Because they have that Xbox
they cross-play thing, don't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'll get Halo on PC. You'll get all the games that they announced coming to PC. So
And I'm not even interested in any of those. Yeah. I mean, a lot, like I said, my whole gaming experience is PlayStation, so I can count on my hands like how many hours I've played Halo. I don't know. Some people can knock out 10 hours in a day or two.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I was never really interested in those.
Yeah.
They didn't really do much for me.
So we got to see some gameplay of Spider-Man, Miles Morales. It looks crazy.
Looks good.
And
I didn't see that.
oh my gosh, it looks crazy. You need to watch it. Go on YouTube right now. Type in PS5 Spider-Man. You'll see. It's great.
I'm gonna check it out for sure.
It's really cool. And I haven't got to play any other Spider-Man games at all previously, but this one I really want to get. Like, it just got me really excited. I have to go get it now.
Did they copy that same art style from his movie, or is it different?
I wish.
Yeah?
I really wish that.
Oh man, they don't want to give anyone seizures now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, but I mean,
It might be a
just
little
as far as like the way the city was, and the
the
landscape and that sort of thing.
No, it's still like the New York City type backdrop.
Yeah.
There's graffiti on the walls and stuff. There's people out there in the bodegas and like street vendors. There's it has all that.
Okay.
So it feels like you're in the city,
Right.
And everything you get to touch, interact with.
Yeah.
So it looks great. No, it looks awesome.
The graphics are just ramped all the way up.
Right,
So you
yeah.
got this realistic lighting and fog and smoke and just everything about it just makes it feel like you're really on the streets,
No, it's very exciting.
I played the last one a pretty good amount, and I was a huge fan of that. So
I love that Avengers game.
I haven't.
I love
the one that just came out.
Yeah,
I haven't played it.
yet.
I haven't even
but
seen
it
any
was-
gameplay from it.
my kids got it. Well, I don't play, but I watch them.
Yeah.
I'm to that age now where
Yeah.
I
Just
watch them.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah. My son was talking about it the other day, but it just came out the beginning of this month, didn't it?
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah.
I might have to check it out.
do you get to play a Spider-Man there too, or no?
On PlayStation, you do. They got exclusive rights.
Oh, that's crazy. That's so funny. That's awesome. You guys want to recommend it today? You guys have anything to recommend?
Yeah. I I got a show.
All right, cool. All right. So every episode, we go around the table and talk about something to recommend, whether it's a TV show or a movie we've recently seen. Julian, go ahead and do your first recommended for us today.
Social Dilemma on Netflix. It's a documentary that just came out this year. Basically, it talks about the impact social media has on our country and schools growing up, just pretty much its sphere of influence around the world and how it interjects itself into politics and all this other stuff in it. And it really, it's not a documentary to try and scare you, but it is one that tries to, make you more aware of its effects on people and everything. And I think it's something that I would highly recommend you check out, just because it's so important in today's climate.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not just like Facebook and stuff, but it goes into more like how Google, it's learning as it goes. It's
right.
We always talk about how AI takes over, and we're kind of almost there.
Yeah, we about there.
Yeah, talking about how it's always getting smarter and how it's on track to outpace us. And we're slowly losing our grasp around it. So definitely something that I would recommend checking out. Yep.
Awesome. Blake, you got one?
Yeah. So this is to not only the foodie in me, but to any other foodies out there. I'm a big barbecue guy. I love to barbecue myself. I love to go and every time I travel, hit up new barbecue spots. And so on Netflix, the Chef's Table barbecue. I'm only about halfway through it, but watching. They showcase barbecue from all over the world.
Awesome.
I think the second episode they take you to Australia.
Oh wow!
And this
kangaroo meat.
So man, I wish I could describe into words how incredible this guy is. He talks about fire as though it's a living thing, and just the amount of depth and knowledge that some of these guys go into it. It's not cooking to them. It's even more than I would say art. Like it's a religion. And the way that these people do things, like in the very first episode, not to give too much away, but in the very first episode is about this older lady, and they go through everything she's been through and how she learned to barbecue and all this. But God bless her soul, like barbecue is the only thing probably keeping her alive. Like she's had so much tragedy in her life, she's had so much going on, like. This restaurant is probably the only reason she has to get up and go in the morning, just because of everything that's happened to her. And so, if you're interested in food, if you're interested in people, and where the influences come from, and not only with barbecue, but all across the world, Chef's Table on Netflix, definitely watch it.
Oh,
Okay.
Awesome. Brandon, you got anything you want to share that you've seen recently?
yeah, man. I really watch the same things over and over, but Sports Center, Martin, reruns, and Pornhub. So same replays, man. Same highlights. You seen one, you seen them all, man. Just check them out, man.
Just keep clicking refresh. That's funny. That's
it,
awesome. I'm going to talk about Vivarium. I don't know if I've talked about this on the show recently at all.
I don't think so.
Vivarium. It's a sci-fi thriller horror movie starring Jesse Eisenberg. And I don't know how to say this girl's name. Imogen Poots.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's a horrible name. But she's a great actress. He's a good actor. So this movie is about this couple. I don't know if they're married or not at all. I totally forgot if they're married or not. But they're this couple. They're looking to move into a house together. They go on a open house tour in this community where all the houses look the same. They get there. The guy that's giving the tour of the house, walks into the house like normal. And then the next thing you know, they're in the backyard and the guy is gone. They're giving the house tour of the house. And they're like, where did he go? Then they're like, all right, well, let's get out of here. That's kind of weird. So they try to leave and they get lost in this neighborhood where all the houses look the same.
Wow.
And they can't get out of this neighborhood.
Huh.
And, they're...
How many shrooms did they eat before they went?
My gosh, dude.
All of them.
All of them in the whole entire world, man. It's crazy. So they get stuck. They get stuck in this neighborhood, and they decide to go back to the house. And they stay the night, and they try to go get out the next morning. and then they end up still walking around. Obviously, they run out of gas from driving
Of
all
course,
around.
of course.
And then they're trying to walk, and they can't get out of this neighborhood until a package shows up. And then it just goes into a sci-fi horror film after that. Stuff happens to them.
Alpaca or a package?
A package.
Oh, about to say alpaca.
And, there's a package
That's
that shows up.
interesting.
They wish it was an alpaca instead of this package they get. But yeah, they end up trying to live there now. And so stuff that's happening to them throughout the days and stuff. And I can't say any more than that. But if you like cool sci-fi thriller type movies, check it out. Jesse Eisenberg actually does a really good performance in this. He plays someone different. Usually he's that nerdy pushover guy.
Right.
He actually plays like a stern type character and kind of is not stuck in the same role he's normally in that we see him in. But yeah, definitely go check that out. It's on Hulu.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. You might have to watch it. You might have to watch it more than once, but it's damn good. I liked it a lot. Well, that's going to be it for recommended. We're going to end today's episode right now.
Hold on. We got to pick a
Oh,
winner.
shoot.
Yeah.
There you go, Blake. Go ahead. Blake did a Facebook contest. Go ahead and talk to people what that was about.
Yeah, so it was kind of a one-off thing. If you are not like the Nerd Network Facebook page, this is something I hope to be doing more of, especially as we get into more releases, more movies coming back out, us being able to get into the theaters. It's something I have a lot of fun doing. So I posed a question of the 3 guys to play Spider-Man. I asked people to choose their favorite and give as best they could the reasoning why, and a breakdown of what that character meant to them. And so we had some very interesting responses. I'm very one-track minded, as far as what I want out of a character, and relatability, especially in younger characters, is a big thing with me. And it was very interesting for people to, because this was such a subjective question, some people would list things like a certain actor being goofy or a certain actor being too quirky or something like that as a negative on one post, and the next person is like, this is why I love him in this, because he is this way. And so it was really interesting to see how that broke down. And so just to kind of give a little bit of backstory about the 3D printing aspect, I've been doing it for about almost 3 years now. This particular print took right around 26 hours just to print. And then we had about another hour and a half or 2 hours or so for paint. Obviously, pretty simple to paint, but it's there's a lot of grooves in areas, especially around the belts and things like that were hard to get to. So, we got about 26 or 27 hours or so into that. The most compelling post, I think, came from Eddie. I won't say his last name on here just in case people try to find him.
His name's Eddie Fergal.
So, Eddie, although I don't necessarily agree with it all, you laid out the most compelling case as to who your favorite Spider-Man was and why. And so I'll be shooting you a message, seeing how exactly the easiest and best way to get this to you. I hope you enjoy it. It's something that I had a lot of fun making. It's actually the Night Monkey version of Spider-Man from Spider-Man Homecoming. And so that was a pretty quirky kind of fun surprise in that movie. So I figured that would be kind of a cool print to put out there.
So which Spider-Man did Eddie actually say was the one?
He said, without going through, he had quite a lengthy post.
I don't know. You don't have to go through that. Just which one did it?
So he incorrectly said
Incorrectly.
Toby wins his vote, and
I have to agree with
his
that.
series had the origin story down pat, as well as reflecting his first experiences with the comics. Also, it's kind of like Doctor Who. You cherish your first more than any before or after. Yeah, so Toby's not the best Spider-Man. I'm going to just say that.
Well, you're wrong.
Hang on.
You're wrong.
Hang on.
We're not going to go into it too much.
What?
I don't want to go into it too much. We can talk about it in another episode.
Well, congratulations, Eddie.
Okay.
I had to do that one time.
But on the post you made, by the numbers,
Yeah.
who was the number one actor they all picked?
So the number.
Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire was the one
Yeah.
Spider-Man that won.
Yeah. So that just lets me know how many people are lost out
Yeah.
there
Well, okay, what's yours?
in the
What's
world
yours?
today. So my favorite overall Spider-Man is Tom Holland.
Okay.
That makes sense.
That's a
I don't
close-
want. I
he's a
don't. I
close
don't.
second.
I want to make a whole episode about this. So I don't want to.
Right. Yeah. And I don't want to go too
Yeah.
much into it, but like I said in the beginning, it comes down to relatability.
Mm-hmm.
And so he is who I see myself in the most.
Okay.
And then it goes Garfield, and then it goes Toby.
He's totally wrong. But okay.
Damn. Dead last.
Totally
Last.
wrong.
I said it. Don't at me.
We will talk about that in a further on a later episode. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up today's episode. Brandon, I want to thank you so much for coming through.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all.
No, for sure. Let people know where they can find you and where they can come visit you at.
You can find me on all the socials. Instagram is Esports Bar KC1. Facebook Esports Bar KC. Twitter is Esports Bar KC2. People kept stealing my handle,
Oh man.
and I got locked out a couple of them. They wouldn't let me unlock them.
man.
So, Facebook, I really don't post on there, but
No
Brandon
worries.
B. Will Williams, and yeah, that's where they can find me at. Snapchat, same thing, Esports Bar KC. So
Awesome.
Okay.
Go check it out. We're
Cool.
definitely gonna all take a visit there sometime soon. Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely
I gotta
support
try
your
the wings, man.
Yeah, that sounds fire.
gotta
Definitely-
get them wings, man. You
Yes, sir.
you barbecue guy,
Yeah.
you gotta.
Well,
have 'em.
my ears perked up as soon as you said it.
I smoke them for 5 hours, man.
Oh,
So yeah,
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, guys, make sure you support your local businesses. It's important.
Absolutely.
It's important.
Yeah, for
please
sure.
do.
All right, guys, we're out of here. Julian, Blake, we're out of here. All right, bye.
See
Peace
ya.
out. Later. Bye.